morning, welcome to day 54 of your daily wellness, and today we are doing easy pose or easy seat, or basically cross-legged position. But we're not going to start that way today. So what I want you to do to begin with is just to take a child pose of your choice. You don't need masses of room, we're not going to stretch out. Maybe you want a blanket or a pillow or something for your head as we just settle into the moment. So the arms can be wherever they feel comfortable. You can rest your head on your hands or on a blanket or wherever feels good for you. Start to feel your body relax into the moment. Connect with the breath, with the rhythm of your breath, the sensation of your breath, and the depth of your breath. Feel your belly expand and contract. Feel the skin around the back stretch as you inhale. And that's sinking down through the body as you exhale. Taking this moment of self-care to just really settle into your body, into this coziness of the here and now. And remember your options. You can always bring the legs together or apart, place some cushions under the thighs or under the knees even, or under the belly, between the thighs and the belly. Really just make it comfortable for you. And as you exhale, allow whatever thoughts are in your mind to go away, to pass away, to release from your body with your breath. Particularly if they're thoughts of the negative nature, so things that you should have been doing, or things that you probably could do that are maybe you feel like they're more productive, or something that's more effective right now, or something that you need to do to care for someone else. No, self-care is important. It's important for your health. It's important so you can build your energy so that you can help other people, and so that you can set a good example to the people around you of what self-care is. Taking a few more breaths, allowing this sense of doing something for you. Caring for yourself is never a waste of time. It should never be put on the back burner and to the end of the list. And when you're ready, gently start to bring yourself up. Use your hands to support. As you come up, maybe to kneeling, maybe you take a seat on a block or something, and again, just take a moment here to settle in. Reconnect with your breath, with the different sensation of what your breath is here in this pose. We can start to get a little length through the spine and length through the neck here. Maybe just taking ears to shoulder, one side then the other. And then drawing a figure of 8 with the nose, looping around one side and then the other side. Coming back to center, and take a few shoulder rolls. And as we come into our easy pose, into our asana for today, If you normally struggle to sit up tall, use a block, use a blanket, use a cushion, or even maybe just to make it a bit comfier for yourself today. Do that anyway, even if you don't always do it. Now doing this will help to tilt the pelvis, which will help you to create length through your spine. If you feel a bit of tension in the hips, maybe you've been exercising or just from sitting around, use a cushion underneath each thigh or a block or whatever, blanket, whatever you've got, just to give you a bit of support. So we're really allowing this kind of comfort, the ease in our easy pose. And then we grow up tall, lengthening up nice and long. Shoulders come down. And you should be able to comfortably close the eyes here because we're completely supported. There shouldn't be too much wobble. You can keep them open if you want to. And easy pose is really a good basis for so many other things that we do in yoga. So taking a moment to settle in, notice if you're more on one sit bone than the other. So sometimes we tend to lean one way or the other. So take a little wiggle and then find that neutral point where you can feel both sit bones equally bearing the weight. And then notice if you're squeezing your glutes, so you're squeezing your butt, and is it more one side than the other? Again, have a little squeeze of your muscles and then kind of let them go. You may need a bit of tension to hold you, but just make sure it's equal on both sides. Bring a little flexion through the feet. So not much, just a little flexion through the ankles to help ground you down, and you'll feel a bit more activation through the legs. So we want to hold on to some of that activation, but maybe not all. We don't want to be too rigid. We just want to use enough muscles to be able to hold the pose in alignment, to feel that grounding, that connection, that little bit of waking up through the body. And then the same as we lengthen up, we tend to reach and squeeze and lock, and then kind of let a little bit of that go, just enough before you feel yourself start to slump over. So we want ease, we want to be able to breathe deeply and feel the belly expand and contract, so we're not holding too tight through the core. And the shoulders are back and down, but we're allowing that lift, that little movement with the breath. The chin is tucked slightly just so that the spine is stacked all the way up through the neck. And the hands, we can rest on the knees. Sometimes that doesn't quite feel comfortable. Sometimes we kind of want to rest it past the knees and bring the wrists onto the knees. That's fine. Sometimes even bringing the hands into the lap. And this is a great pose for taking a mudra as well. So just the basic mudra that we'll do here is bringing the thumb and the first finger together, but you can do this with each finger, so each finger represents a different element, and you connect them for different elements, and there's so many different hand gestures that you can do, different mudras that you can do. Now, this is kind of the basic one that we often choose, and it can be up or down. So often when we place the hands, it's a different sensation, so it's a different focus. I can't think of the word I was going for there. So when we place hands palms down, we are more grounded. Even if we're just relaxing them down, we've got that connection coming down, the energy flowing down towards the earth, anchoring us down. This is great to do around the new moon, or if you feel like you're feeling a bit crazy in your head, or you can't just get into this moment, into your body. You're just thoughts and things going on all the time. So grounding down is really good to do at that time. Or we can bring the hands palms facing up, again with the mudra, with just the hand even in the lap. Palms facing up is an open gesture to receiving. You'll notice even as you do that, the chest kind of opens, everything opens out a little bit more. And this is a bit less grounding, but a little bit more kind of calming, taking in what the world's going to give you, taking a moment to get out of your own physical body. Often, the rushing around, the stressing, this heat, this vibrancy, there's so much going on. this is a way of just actually allowing yourself to go into your head a little bit more, allowing yourself to come into your body and just relax a bit more, just to kind of float around, take what comes at you, rather than actively trying to do and to force. So think about what you need today. If you're feeling too woo-woo in your mind, thoughtful, maybe we come down, we come grounded into the body. If you're feeling too active, too much doing, too much forcing, then maybe we come up and we allow. And if you're not sure, you can do one of each. And maybe through all that listening, you've changed focus again. So just keep coming back to that length through the spine, the chin is tucked. And if you haven't used cushions or blankets, take a moment to use them now and notice how it feels with that extra little bit of support. And if you're sitting, so I've got my left foot in the front and my right foot at the back, maybe you swap it over. Maybe you change the support. Maybe you lift your hips up higher or take them down lower. Or we can also take the legs a little further away, and we can even place them, so rather than have the heel underneath on the front foot, we can actually bring it out and just place one foot in front of the other. So this will open out the hips more. You need to be able to tilt the pelvis here, but it's a very grounding pose. We'll naturally arch the spine a little here, so it's good if you're feeling tight in the hips. You want a bit of a stretch here, but also remember to pull it back a little bit maybe and find that alignment again. Little micro flexion through the feet, so hardly moving, just bringing that little bit of activation. And this is where we'll often in yoga we'll be doing our neck positions. Sometimes we'll do some mobility through the upper body. Sometimes we'll work on the hands from here, even work on the feet from here. We will do a few of those little bits today. So we already did some neck work. We've done some shoulder rolls from here. So we'll do a little bit of elbow mobility. So something that we'll often sort of hyperextend through the arms, or if we're feeling a bit tight, or if we're going to exercise, it's a great one to do. So bring in the hands, imagine putting on your jacket, someone's behind you, take it back. So if you've got things behind you, just kind of take it down. And another great one for the elbows as well, if you take the arms out side to side, thumbs facing forwards, we draw a line in and then take it back, top of the hand down, rotate, draw it in, down, rotate. So this will also get some rotation going through the shoulder, which is a really good one for the mobility through the shoulder as well. And with the shoulder, just the regular stretch is nice for opening up through the upper back. One side and then the other. And then to counterbalance that for the chest, we interlace fingers. Pull the knuckles down, lift the chest up, gazing midway between the sky and the horizon. Rolling the shoulders back. Or even here we can just take a hold of the elbows. So other options there, we can take a hold of the elbows, open the chest here, or if you have the space you can come into prayer pose behind the back to really open the chest and get a nice stretch through the forearms and through the wrists. Whatever option you choose, just taking a few breaths, opening up the chest. We can of course do the seated cat-cow, so we'll take 3 rounds of breath as you exhale, push it back. Inhale, bring it forwards. Exhale, push back. Inhale, forwards. One more, exhale back. Inhale forwards and bring it to neutral. And then the rotations as well, which are good for the side body. So drawing a circle as we come to the side, forwards to the other side, and back, and the opposite direction to the side, forwards, opposite side and back, and you'll likely feel that through the hips as well. One more each way. Really good for the spine health. Sitting up tall, and we'll often from here do a nice forward fold. So we have the active, place the hands on the floor, open the chest. Really good for opening through the front of the body, getting all the breath in. And then the inactive, where we allow the fold. And taking a diagonal stretch here as well is really good for getting into opposite lower back if you've got a bit of a twinge going on through the hip and the lower back. This is a great one. Press both hands down equally and press down through the sit bone as well. As you reach away. And notice the difference if you do this one while you're actively pressing into the floor, straightening the spine, or if you fold. How the stretch moves up the spine, up the side of the body. And we'll do the same on the other side, taking the hands out on the diagonal. Firstly, pressing them firmly into the mat, lengthening, pressing into the opposite sit bone. Notice that stretch through the side, and then how it changes as you fold over. Bring the hands back into center, bring it up. Take a seat. Now we can move from here into all fours and all those sort of poses. We can take the legs out and massage through the legs if you want to do that now. That's great to take the feet out in front and massage or gently tap up and down the legs and rub through the feet. Otherwise, staying in your cross-legged position. Closing your eyes. And settling into the moment. So this last bit is really something that you can make your own. You can use the cushions or not. You can place a nice blanket over your lap if you're feeling not just chilly, but if you feel like you just need a bit of extra comfort. I'm even going to place a little cushion right behind my back, nice and high, so it's holding me up nice and tall. And then we relax. Breathing deep. Feeling all the oxygen come in, bringing this refreshing energy into your body. And as you exhale, just letting go of anything negative. All of those should be doing, could have done, meant to do, have to do's. All of those shouldn't have done, should not be doing. All of the negative thoughts about yourself, your life, anything that pops into your mind that's not so helpful, just imagine trying to exhale it away. And it's not going to get rid of all your worries and your troubles, but it's just going to help release a bit of that and then replenish that with the inhale, with the fresh breath. Visualize that oxygen coming in, cleansing your brain, your mind, your body. Every breath, every beat of your heart, sending that nice oxygenated, healthy blood all around your body. Imagine you can feel that healing energy spreading through body and mind. And you can stay here and bathe in that energizing breath. You can move on to some other yoga, or if you're ready to end it here with me, we will have a look at what we've got for, oh here it is, what we've got for our yoga practice tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we have a nice high lunge. So good one for the hip opener, front of the body again, really nicely grounded, strong, powerful pose. So that is our tomorrow's yoga pose. So thank you for joining me today. Namaste. And I will see you again tomorrow for your next dose of daily wellness.